Hey, this is Steve, and today I'd like to talk about how to get started on Twitter. I got 5 steps. The first one, pick your name and then start adding people. I see people on Twitter and they're following 15 people and 15 people are following them. I don't really know what they're doing. That's what you use Facebook for. You're communicating with your friends on Facebook and leaving your status updates. And Twitter, you're sending status updates to the world. You're throwing out a piece of thought. Add your friends first, but like me, you might have added your friends and they weren't that active on the service and it seemed pretty boring in the beginning. Once you've added some people and your Twitter stream is starting to populate, you're starting to see what people are using Twitter for, now's the time to get posting yourself. At the top of the Twitter page on twitter.com, it says, "What are you doing?" That's how the service was started, with that question. People aren't limited by that anymore. You can post a link, pictures, videos, a joke. You can use it as a business resource. There's really no limit to what you can do, except you can only do it in 140 characters. One of the coolest parts of Twitter is that it forces you to be brief. There's an art to getting out what you want to get out in that amount of space. Part 3, customize it. Twitter is kind of an amorphous thing. It's a hard idea to grasp at the beginning. Sure, you start at twitter.com, but the way people use Twitter is as individual as people are themselves. I think Twitter really starts getting awesome when you use it in some kind of mobile way. I'm on the iPhone all the time and I use an app called Tweety. I've tried them all. Believe me, I've tried them all. I highly recommend it. The best thing to call Twitter is it's a service. It kind of floats around the internet and you can access it however you want. You start with twitter.com, but really start customizing it and make it work for you. Number 4, reply to people and interact. You've added people. Your Twitter stream is now being populated with all these neat people. Maybe you're starting to dig it. You started posting yourself. Now you're starting to see replies to you. When someone's replying, they're initiating some kind of contact. They're responding to what you're saying. And it's pretty cool to respond back to them. When you're looking at your Twitter stream, go in and start replying to people. Replying is good for 2 reasons. 1, you start to be a part of the community and people start to know you. And 2, every time you hit reply, that appears on your Twitter stream along with the person you're replying to. It's kind of a neat way to pimp out the people that you enjoy communicating with. Number 5, add not friends. Like I said before, just start adding people. One of the mysteries of Twitter is how do you find people to add? There's a bunch of different websites to help you try to find people that have like interests. I personally just like to go to search.twitter.com, Watchmen, Mac, iPhone, TV show that I'm into, a band that I like. Once you put that in the search box, you'll see every single time someone mentioned that term, which is great because then you can click on those people, get their vibe from their Twitter stream, and then you can add them. I recommend adding, let's say, 100 people. You can always unfollow, no harm done. You don't really know these people, you're following their ideas. It's okay. It's social media. That's the 5 starting points. You'll figure out what you'd like to do with Twitter once you get the hang of it. You might watch this video and go out there and really start liking the service, and the service will change because of what you bring to it. One of the things you can do on Twitter is ask a question and then get some responses. You might have an issue with your computer. You can send out a question and boom, you'll get an answer. For instance, yesterday, I asked this question of the people that follow me on Twitter. I'm about to do a vlog on getting started on Twitter. Do you have anything you'd like to say to new Twitter users? Any advice? And this is what came back. Naki100 said, just talk. KMC Farla said, take a deep breath and reply. Be braver than you might be elsewhere. Just be brief. American Copywriter said, your experience is only as good as the network you build. Only follow interesting people and give it time to mature. That's good. I'm way on board with that. By the way, this is my Twitter page. Feel free to get in there and say hi to me. I'm not saying that Twitter is the be-all end-all. It took me a long time before I really started to like it, but I really do. Twitter has already given birth to a number of different services and still remains the one. If you have any questions, you can leave some in the comments here on steveisaacs.tv or hit me up on Twitter. I'll get into some more advanced stuff in later videos, but that should get you started for now if you're curious. Go in there, give it a shot, you might love it.